KIMT News 3, Iowa, Minnesota, together. This is KIMT.
Where there are evacuations in the small North Iowa community. To complicate the situation, a blizzard is on the way. Here's a look at why this evacuation is happening. There's a fire at a facility known as Northwood Ag Products. There's a concern now because there are chemicals inside, including sulfuric acid. Those close to the situation tell KIMT News 3 the most toxic chemicals include herbicides and insecticides, which, if inhaled, can make people sick. Mercy Medical Center North Iowa tells us they have had 4 people walk into their facility because of this emergency situation. Now, as the news was breaking this morning, our reporters have been on top of the situation, and that includes KIMT News 3's Levi Ismail, who was the first on the scene. He joins us live with more in this developing and dangerous situation. Levi?
Tyler, I'm right here on the corner of Highway 105 and Pheasant Avenue, and behind me, probably about a mile away, you can kind of vaguely see where firefighters and emergency crews are working on the fire. So far, no word yet if the fire was contained. Not too long ago, we were still seeing streams of water from the fire hydrants and everything.
The community is also moving people in nursing homes and even inmates. KIMT News 3's Amy Fleming talked to several people involved with that process, and she joins us now with more from Studio 3. Amy?
Thank you very much, Tyler. I did speak with a Worth County dispatcher who told me that a lot of people are being evacuated, of course, and specifically I talked to her about the jail. Where are they taking the inmate?
KIMT's Annie Satowski joins us now live from our newsroom. Annie, tell us what you can about Northwood Ag Products itself.
Well, Tyler, we've made several calls trying to get more details about the specific types of chemicals involved in the fire. Here's what we know so far.
Right now, Josh, so what are you seeing?
Yeah, really, nothing has gotten better. It's only getting worse. No, not so much that heavy wet snow, but the fine ice crystals, the ice pellets really coming down, those winds picking up. So really pelting me right in the face. And really, this is only going to continue as the winds continue to pick up.
A man who was accused of killing his father finds out where he might go next after a near month-long evaluation. It's been more than a month since Thomas Barlas Jr. was found not guilty of murder by reason of insanity. He was then taken to the Iowa Medical Classification Center in Oakdale for an evaluation.
And they acted on it.
Now, what Dr. Rogers wants us to understand is that people with a legitimate psychosis, hallucinations, they're hearing voices, they're living in a different reality, but they are fully living in it. They're experiencing it and acting on it. Think of it like this. If you were being chased down by a car and all you knew was it was real, you would jump out of the way. But no matter how real that car is to you, if you were hallucinating the whole thing, then to everyone around you, when you jump, you're jumping at nothing.
One of those events is the first Wind Down Wednesday of the year in Albert Lee. KIMT News 3's Jaron Rennie just happens to be there and joins us now with more. Jaron, how's everything going there?
Yeah, I don't know, Matt and Amy. If you look up a perfect summer day, I think the picture would look a lot like this. How about you, Susie? What do you think?
I think it's awesome. Isn't it beautiful? Blue skies, the little clouds. It's a wonderful day today.
Your address, shopping history, credit card information, and more. To the average consumer, this set of randomly generated numbers is a simple and convenient way to make a payment. But what most people don't realize is that it's also a part of your identity. According to IDTheftCenter.org, since September of 2014, 521 major businesses have been hacked.
Put that into context. Regular-sized ball, regular-sized 4-inch hole, fits in there pretty well. But with 15 inches, check this out. A hole that size would actually be so big it would fit this, a basketball through it, making shots in the green easier. Then I just made that look.
You can solve that with this. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I would totally do this. It's a treadmill desk, but you don't have to get one of these. Just make a point to move around 10 minutes every hour you're sitting.
Even if you can't break away from your desk, if you're just up, maybe flipping through some documents, taking your phone calls while standing, all of that's going to help offset that sitting time.
By Common Core.
Here's an example of a math assessment. Previously, students would have been asked to solve at least 12 addition, subtraction, and multiplication problems. Now they're being asked to use those skills and use them toward a real-life situation.
It's the new norm as you head into prom. You're first asked to wait in line. And after that, you're still not in yet. Finally, you're asked and required to undergo a breathalyzer test. While organizers can make sure there's no alcohol at prom, there can't be breathalyzers everywhere.
Fire causes heavy damage to part of a business that just went through a remodel and expansion months ago. That early morning fire shut down one of Mason City's busiest streets and cut power to an entire block. Now fire crews are searching for answers about what caused those flames.
We're told a number of motorcycles were found inside the Harley-Davidson body shop, making the total loss much more than just numbers today.
What you see behind me here is what's left of the Mason City Harley-Davidson body shop. Now, the people I spoke with today described the scene as controlled chaos. Mason City firefighters were asked to battle through the conditions in order to make sure that the fire did not spread to any of the other buildings that you see around me here and cause any more damage.
Does that affect you? As you can see, we have reporters stationed throughout our area, from Rochester, where a local sheriff's race is expected to be close, to Albert Lee, where a state house race is seeing a lot of outside money being spent.
And to Mason City, where a state senate race is getting a lot of attention beyond Iowa.
Between Joni Ernst and Bruce Braley.
Many believe the winner of this race could tip the balance in favor of their party in the Senate. Multiple polls have shown the race neck and neck, while others show Ernst with a lead. Moving to an Iowa state Senate race in District 27, challenger Sean Dietz is looking to take Amanda Reagan's seat. For more on this, KIMT News 3's Tyler Mickelson is live in Mason City, standing by with incumbent Amanda Reagan.
Amy, since 2003, Amanda Reagan has represented District 27, which includes Cerro Gordo, Butler, and Franklin counties. However, this year she could face her toughest challenge yet against Republican Sean Dietz. However, right now I am joined with the incumbent Democratic State Senator Amanda Reagan. Amanda, what are your thoughts on the campaign so far this year?
One local candidate was on the trail all day today, and we're catching up with her. KIMT News 3's Allie Krug is live in Osage at the Democratic headquarters with a look. Allie?
Well, that's right. I'm here with Democratic candidate Laura Hubka. She is running for the District 51 seat against Representative Josh Burns, and she has been busy throughout the entire campaign election, and you were very busy today. Talk a little bit about what you did.
Followed by a partially deflated soccer ball. And then finally, the real deal. But soccer is just our kickoff point.
There are two sides to every issue, and lawmakers believe that the key to this year will be to find a compromise and meet in the middle.
Strong storm systems blew through our area today. Take a look at video of a tornado just south of Buffalo Center that was sent in to us by a viewer. Nearly half a dozen tornado warnings were issued for North Iowa and southern Minnesota today.
Amy, just inside the room behind me, school leaders are hearing from the public one last time before they're expected to make their vote on the new calendar. And a little side note, they moved it to the gym here at Brookside to allow for more people.
For me, that would be about 27 minutes. You can run either on the track or a treadmill. Next, mashed potatoes and gravy. Those come in at 300 calories. So it will take a whopping 60 sets of 10 burpees to burn it off. Something that's definitely at the bottom of my favorites list.
In the people's standpoint down in Cuba.
How you doing?
Very well. Just very happy with the news, man. Well, about time.
Yeah, it's about time. That's right.
It's only been a matter of days since David Nelson and Larry Alvey of Albert Lee returned to the U.S. from a visit to Cuba. And now more than ever, they're itching for the chance to go back.
If I could have been there yesterday instead of a week ago, how cool would that have been?
As travel agents, these two have been all over the world, and they hope that soon others will be able to enjoy the country as well, maybe one day as tourists.
Issue that will be happening this year will be the determination of new representatives and senators. As it is an election year, many people were worried that this election year and the shorter session meant that not as much was going to be accomplished.
Where fans of all ages can have a blast. Now, even though Ryan Shaver and I were technically working today, we still found time to be a little bit of a fan. But we are taking our turn also at FanFest. That includes getting off our feet for a little bit, putting our faces into a Twins poster, posing with Kent Herbeck, diving our way into home. Yes, Ryan was safe. Tom Kelly agrees. It's a good thing we can pose for pictures and slide because our batting stance needs some work. FanFest is a must-see event for baseball fans of all ages. Now, Ryan joins me live from outside the park. And Ryan, while we're at FanFest today, you got a chance to meet one of your all-time favorite players.
Yeah, I grew up watching Jack Jones make some pretty amazing catches out in left field.
And we're back at the Freeborn County Fair. It's time for fun with Frederick and Fleming, and we have a nice audience.
We do have an audience today. They've seen a little bit about what we're doing, and Amy, we're going to do some fun with liquid nitrogen. And you too, Raquel, you're going to be included in this. Liquid nitrogen is about 327 degrees below zero, so obviously it's extremely cold, and you wouldn't want to touch it. And we have in the bowl, we have some graham crackers. So I'm just going to fill this dish up here really quickly. And Amy, this is going to sound really kind of intimidating and scary.
Okay.
You're already looking a little bit nervous, aren't you?
I am.
But what we're going to do is we're actually going to take these graham crackers out and we're going to try them. Eat them.
We're going to eat them.
You're going to eat them. Now, the key is chew quickly. And kids, don't try this one at home. She is a trained professional.
Ah.
So here you go. Take it, pop it in your mouth, and chew quickly.
Oh! Oh.
You're breathing smoke, Amy!
KIMT News 3, Sarah Danik and Ryan Shaver are on RAGBRAI, and they're getting ready to head out for day 2 for them on the road. Today, the route takes riders from Forest City to Mason City, and luckily for them, it is the shortest day on the ride.
Oh, they traveled more than 80 miles yesterday. Sarah and Ryan, along with the rest of the 20,000 or so bikers, will be traveling 38 miles today. They join us now live from Forest City with more. Good morning, you two.
Good morning, Tyler and Colleen. Now, yes, we are very happy to hear today is the shortest day. I think our ride strategy is that we are just going to take it nice and easy, enjoy the sights and sounds.
We are watching out for some storms tonight. I tell you what, it's a big night. High school football is back. College football kicked off last night. Everybody's really excited about it. We got a lot of games to look forward to tomorrow. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is live television right here. Let's just give this guy a little toss.
KIMT News 3's Sarah Danik sat down with him today and talked with him about the crisis at the border and a possible presidential bid in 2016.
For the 4th time in 8 months, Texas Governor Rick Perry is in Iowa.
It's a terrible signal to send to these families to come on and send your kids on up here and they can come into American state, because that's not correct.
And during this Sunday lunch with local veterans and law enforcement members, he is speaking about an issue he is well versed in.
Parents have sent their children on this long 1,500 to 1,800 mile trip, or they're being forced or feel like they're being forced to go on this long trip with the hope.
This week, KIMT News 3's Annie Satowski takes us to Newman Elementary.
I'm at Newman Elementary in Mason City to honor a teacher who treats each one of her students like family. Congratulations to Vicki Reese. She is this week's Golden Apple Award winner. And that's what first grade teacher Vicki Reese wants all her students to feel each day in her classroom.
A local pregnancy center is excited to announce they're getting a new piece of equipment. But first, they need some pregnant volunteers to make sure it's used properly. Caring Pregnancy Center in Mason City will be getting a 3D ultrasound soon.
For 9 minutes in a statement his attorney says provides a glimpse into his mental condition.
In accordance to PBV 01684316179283456789101.
Obviously, I don't understand what he was saying. I'm not sure anybody really understood. He was chanting.
Lucky enough to be joined with Ernest the Cat Miller, sitting in with us this morning. Ernest, thank you for coming in today.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Man, I look good. Look at that. Boy, I tell you, early in the morning, I still look good.
That's what I was wondering. I don't know how you get,
it's a lot of hard work.
Is it?
Looking it's pretty. Let me take my glasses off so people see the beautiful eyes.
It's shaping up to be a wild race for the North Iowa Conference title. And don't sleep on a newcomer to the league, Garrigan. Their lone league loss this season at Lake Mills by 20. Let's bring in Ryan Shaver for our first conference spotlight segment of the winner, the NIC boys.
AJ, not only does tonight's matchup feature 2 teams in conference title contention, we also get a look at 2 of the most prolific scorers in the league. For Forest City, it's Eric Erdman, 25.3 points per game, while Tyler Schnurr leads the Golden Bears with 18 tonight. Remember the Indians coming off their biggest win of the season against West Hancock Tuesday. How about this for a start? Right off the tip, Eric Erdman with the move of the night. Got dizzy just watching. But watch the answer here. Gibson.
For some stormy weather, Chief Meteorologist Adam Frederick is in the Storm Team 3 forecast center. It's starting to look a little bit gloomy out there in our area, and sounds like others are already getting some rain, right?
Yeah, we're already seeing a little bit of some rain across parts of North Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Jeremy, I know you had a question for him, Adam.
Yeah, how do you keep things fresh year to year, new ideas, and why'd you come up with this idea with the 4 different cheese curd flavors?
It's a unique, different twist on things where we made the divider in the bucket so you could separate all the cheese curds. And
pumpkins are often hard to find in stores, so the Petersons painted their own with a can of teal spray paint. She says this year they're handing out fake tattoos and stickers, as well as allergy-free candy to make sure everyone who comes to their home is safe. Colleen and Tyler.
Thank you very much, Katie. Smarties are delicious.
They're my favorites, too.
Absolutely. The Steel Pumpkin Project is a campaign by the Food Allergy Research and Education Organization.
Their goal is